We are heading to Constanta. One of the main reasons we came to Constanta was this building behind me. And this is what was supposed to look like. Narok.
Narok. Yes, we are actually going to have pizza and papanasi today. That is a good coffee. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Mamaia here in Romania. And we are sat down in our own little tower. I kind of feel like I'm in a fairy tale. It's so cute here at Villa Pontica. And we have our breakfast. You have your normals, your zaguska, eggs, cheese, tomatoes, a typical Romanian breakfast. And obviously a really good coffee. The sun is out, the weather's looking lovely. And I had such a good sleep. Like, you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm so groggy. I think we're gonna have a day of possibly checking out another beach, maybe going to Constanta. We're going to see how today plans out.
Narok.
Narok.
It's not a beer for once.
No, it's not. This is actually probably more calories than a beer, but it looks very nice.
Extra coffee after breakfast. It's actually needed today. My stomach is terrible.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't know if coffee's the best idea for you.
I think the beer has affected my stomach.
We've been drinking way too much beer.
It's Mamaia.
What has Romania done to us?
We actually got told in Mamaia we need to go clubbing. We haven't actually gone clubbing. We sat and had dinner in a club.
We let the side down.
We definitely could have laid by the pool there all day, but I think that iced coffee has made my stomach feel a little bit better. I'm putting it down to the beers at that Fratella nightclub. I think it was because they were Peroni, and it was an imported beer, and it's just upset my stomach. I'm used to the Romanian beers now, but we're out and we are heading to Constanta for the afternoon. It is actually the longest inhabited city in all of Romania and is the capital of the Dobroja region of Romania that we're in, so we couldn't come round here and just see the beach. We want to check out the city as well.
We have found it quite difficult to work out how to get from Mamaia to Constanta, even though it is only 8 miles away. There does seem to be some direct buses.
You can get taxis, but they're a little bit overpriced.
Yeah, the taxis are quite expensive, and also, hello. We do like to travel locally and do it how everyone else would, but I think most people would just get a car.
Everyone's now bibbing at us. And we have made it to Constanta. I think the bus has stopped like just outside a mall, but I think that the centre and everything that we want to explore is like 3 miles from here, so it's going to either be another bus or a taxi, so it's probably just easier to take a taxi in the first place. So the main reason, or one of the main reasons we came to Constanta was this building behind me, which is the Constanta Casino. It's sort of like the image of Constanta, but we were told it was under construction. I didn't realise it's a construction site. They're redoing it. It's been like closed off for a while, presumed to reopen it, but it was built in the 1880s originally out of wood, and it was for like the elite, the rich, and then was rebuilt in 1910 in the Art Nouveau style, which made it like the most famous Art Nouveau building in all of Romania. It was then attacked. In both world wars, this place was attacked and rebuilt, and that's sort of like the modern version, which is being redone again, that you see today. But it's
just typical.
It's a lovely location. I mean, you come here just for a photo at minutes, you can't go in, but I mean, it's not much of a photo right now. And this is what was supposed to look like. I presume it'll look different after it's been done up.
Typical.
I think everyone is at the beach today in Mamaia. Constanta seems so quiet. I presume rainy days, it may be a cooler day, everyone will be walking around the city, but behind me there is King Carol I Mosque. It was actually built by the king here, the king of Romania in 1910, and it is like really important in this area. In Dobroja, it actually has the highest number of Muslims in all of Romania, and it's quite a striking mosque just before you head into the main square of the old town, which we're pretty much the only ones here.
I actually didn't even realise how much history Constanta had. I just thought it was going to be, you know, a beach city, but there's actually so much to see. That humongous building in the middle of Ovid Square is the National Museum. Now, we're not museum people at all. I don't mind walking around looking
look at the
building.
Museum, I won't go inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's very pretty, and you know, everything here seems to be under construction or closed off completely. Not only is it under construction, but there is a sign there that says plaster may fall on your head, so it's literally crumbling.
I must be honest, with everything being under construction, you can sort of see why Constanta is a little bit quiet today. You are going to go to the beaches when the weather is like this, but we cannot say no to a new city, which is why we come here. Oh, and the best Romanian beer. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with Ursus Cherry. You cannot beat it. Sat in front of the museum, in the town square.
Oh, we couldn't stay away. We've come into Mamaia, which is right opposite the museum, and it's the first bar of the old town, which has actually just been renovated. So it doesn't look so old.
Some things are fully renovated, some things are getting there. Yeah,
I mean, I think it would definitely be much better once everything has been completely renovated.
It's a great people watching spot.
And it's a great spot to have a beer. Stella though, how disappointing. Again, all these fancy places.
Beer drunk on the square, and I've watched, I think, all the people of Constanta, and we've walked down to the main marina port of Constanta. This is where I would say like the best bars, restaurants are. It's beautiful. All the yachts you can look out on. It's just a hard decision to choose where to go. I have no idea, but they all look really similar. Very, very similar. Not many traditional restaurants as such. A lot of pizza I've seen people eating, and a lot of pasta. But yeah, any of them along here would be great.
We originally wanted to get something a little bit traditional, seeing as we didn't have a traditional beer, but yeah, we have just had no luck. The menu along here is pretty much Western or international.
Unless you love seafood, and unfortunately, if you know me and Molly, we don't like seafood.
Yeah, we definitely don't. So it's looking like it's probably going to be pizza or pasta.
But it's beautiful. Everyone's out, everyone's walking. I've found all the people of Constanta. Finally found them. Narok, we found one.
For the second time.
Oh my god, look at these though. Look at these yachts.
You've got to sit next
marina,
to them to feel fancy, don't you? We've come into Buddha Bar, which actually has a very good menu. It has loads of different things, but like we said, it's all much for muchness. So we're all going to have pizza, pasta, and papanash. Yes, we are actually going to have pizza and papanash today.
Pizza Eaton was actually really nice, but obviously we were on a hunt for something traditional, and as soon as we saw papanash on Buddha Bar's menu,
oh, that went straight in.
We were in. Oh my god. That is really, really good. It's actually the first traditional food I've found here in Constanta or Mamaia.
And just like that, we are back in Mamaia. It is so much easier to get a taxi back rather than worry about the buses and also transfer. We had some bad luck today, but I think it turned out good in the end. I mean, surely when you see the casino when it's supposed to be very beautiful, I'm sure it's impressive, but we only managed to see half of it. Not so bad. And then we walked down to the old town. We had a fancy beer in a fancy bar, and then headed to the marina for dinner at Buddha Bar, and that actually was really nice. Papanash was good. You can't go wrong with the papanash. But tomorrow we're heading back to Bucharest. It was a very short break here on the Black Sea in Romania, so we will see you back in Bucharest in the next one.